Duck and Dukes.
But I keep telling you,
said Duck.
there are no dukes. They were fine and stately, but they've all been scrapped.
Peter Sam goggled in horror.
This is dreadful,
he wailed.
The Thin Controller says the owner said that Duke said he was coming to our centenary to open our extension around the lake. And now he is scrapped, and Skarloey and Rheneas's birthday will be spoiled. Oh dear, oh dear.
He bustled away with his empty coaches to tell his bad news.
I think,
said Skarloey,
that Duck was pulling your wheels.
No, Skarloey. He was quite serious.
He always jokes like that,
chuckled Skarloey. But no one agreed, and they argued so loudly that the Thin Controller came to stop their noise. They told him about Duck, but he paid no attention.
I've no time for his nonsense now,
he snapped.
There's a change in tomorrow's work. Skarloey, you will meet the Duke at 11 instead of 10:30.
And he hurried away.
If there is a Duke,
said Duncan, but they were all too tired to argue any more. They spent a gloomy night, but cheered up next morning when the cleaners greeted the birthday engines with an all-metal band. Drivers and firemen joined in, and even the Thin Controller banged a metal plate as loudly as anyone. The engines punctuated the music with their whistles. The owner laughed and held his ears. Presently, he looked at his watch.
That's enough,
he ordered. So Rusty, Sir Handel and Duncan went at once to find their coaches. Visitors crowded the big station. They wanted to go to places along the line to watch the celebrations. Peter, Sam and Rheneas had carefully practiced their parts. Passengers in Agnes, Ruth, Lucy, Jemima and Beatrice all wore clothes of 1865. Rheneas had to pull them behind Peter Sam's television train, not too close and not too far away, so that the cameraman could take their pictures. Visitors waved as they went by, and at last they reached the special sidings near the extension, where they settled down to wait.
Listen,
said Peter Sam at last.
Here's Skarloey. They're cheering him.
Good,
answered Rheneas.
Perhaps that will make up for his disappointment over the Duke.
Skarloey wasn't disappointed at all.
I've brought the Duke! I've brought the Duke! I've brought the Duke! I've brought the Duke!
He puffed, and triumphantly came to a stand between the two trains. A distinguished-looking man stepped out, climbed to Skarloey's footplate, and drove him on the new line round the lake and back again. Then, standing on Skarloey's front buffer beam, he said,
Ladies, gentlemen, and engines, I have pleasure in declaring your lovely Lakeside Loop Line now open.
Peter Sam could bear it no longer.
Excuse me, Sir Duke,
he burst out.
Are you real?
There was shocked silence. The Duke smiled.
Skarloey said you've been listening to Duck,
he answered.
Duck thinks Dukes were Great Western engines, but Dukes are really people. I am happy to assure you, Peter Sam, that I am a real live Duke.
I'll give Duck Duke,
muttered Peter Sam, but he was sternly hushed. The Duke turned to the owner.
I congratulate you, sir, on your remarkable railway. It must be a record indeed to have 2 locomotives in regular service, and both 100 years old. Long life, then, and good running to Skarloey and Rheneas, your famous engines.
The cheering and clapping died away. Speak! shouted someone, and the cry was taken up.
Go on, Rheneas,
whispered the owner. So rather nervously, the old engine began.
Thank you, Your Grace, and everyone for your kind wishes. You've given us both a lovely 100th birthday. But, Your Grace, Skarloey and I aren't the only record engines. We got twin brothers. Tally Lin and Golgoch were built at the same time as us. So they are 100 too, and they're still at work. Their railway's at Tovin, in Wales. Please go see them, Your Grace, and everyone, and wish them many happy returns from Skarloey and Rheneas, their little old twins.